Only 7 years since Joe Robbie was granted a franchise in the old AFL, Miami not only won the Super Bowl, but had gone an entire season undefeated.
The Miami Dolphins were once the best of the best in the NFL. Multiple Super Bowls, Hall of Fame players, and legendary moments. A perfect season, the Dolphins were the best of the best in the NFL. This success continued through the 1980s as the Miami Dolphins found a gem in the 1983 draft. Dan Marino led the Miami Dolphins to a Super Bowl, holds all the records, and is the greatest NFL player to ever wear a Miami Dolphins jersey.
After 17 years, I would like to announce my retirement from the Miami Dolphins.
After Dan Marino retired, the Dolphins have struggled with quarterback play. They gave a chance to Chad Pennington, they gave a chance to Ryan Tannehill, and in the 2020 draft, something had to change, and they took a chance on a quarterback. The Dolphins had two choices. They could either draft Justin Herbert, the young stud quarterback from Oregon with a big arm, or they could take a chance on Tua Tagovailoa, a national champion, one of the best quarterbacks in college football, but a guy that's coming off a horrific injury.
With the 5th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Tua Tagovailoa.
The Dolphins selected Tua Tagovailoa from the University of Alabama, and Tua has had his highs in his career. He led the league in passing yards, he put up 70 points on an NFL team, and he has had some big-time games, but unfortunately, it has not been enough to break the Miami Dolphins playoff streak. It seems like Tua Tagovailoa's time in Miami is running out.
I think it's easier to be able to hold a clicker and talk about it that way, or talk about what someone else is doing wrong.
Part of me wants to admit to say anybody can go 0-3. Anybody, can really look at the optics and say, hey, dog, but did I lie though?
Whether it's the concussions adding up, the hip injury that's just been nagging at him since he hurt at Alabama, or all the other stuff, it seems like the walls are caving in, and the Dolphins are going to need to make a change soon. Can we make the change and help the Miami Dolphins win their first playoff game in 25 years and win the Super Bowl? What is going on, beautiful people? It is your boy Solomon. We're back in our video today. We are back, and we are fixing the most cursed franchise in the NFL, the Miami Dolphins. They have not won a playoff game in 25 seasons. I am 19 years old. I have not seen a playoff win in my entire lifetime, but that changes today, baby. Today, we are going to rebuild the Miami Dolphins on Madden 26, and we are going to bring a Super Bowl to South Beach. I have the full outfit on. I got the helmet, got the jersey. I am ready for this rebuild, and it's going to be a fun one. If you guys are new here, make sure to click that subscribe button right now. It would mean the absolute world to me. Please go click it right now. It would help me out a bunch. Also, make sure to like the video and comment any recommendations or feedback down below. But as you guys see, last week, the Miami Dolphins lost 33-8 to the Indianapolis Colts, and that is very, very rough. And now, we have some choices to make. We are taking over in week 2. Mike McDaniel's out of here. Chris Grier's out of here. It is now a Sawman ship, and we are going to run it to perfection, baby. We have some big decisions we got to make, some people that we got to get rid of, so let's go do that right now. The first guy that has to go is Tyreek Hill, man. He wanted out, and he's going to get out. We have to get rid of him, and let's see some offers that we get. Jalen Johnson, T. Higgins, Christian Beneford. Christian Beneford might be the guy, but I don't know if I want to trade him in division because that is very, very tough. I'd like to send him somewhere in the NFC far, far away so I don't have to see him again. And Jake Matthews, Dominic Puny. Dominic Puny with the $1 million cap hit could be the guy. First round pick of 2027, but I want a 2026. We want to jump into this rebuild, So I'm not really liking Puka Nacua. Obviously, would be the best pick here. He's on a rookie deal, but we want draft picks. We want to build this thing. We want to suck and we want to tank. And if we get a guy like Puka, we're not really tanking, man. We're not really tanking. We're just reloading. So I think Dominic Puny is definitely in the lead, unless there is a crazy, crazy deal. Xavier Worthy could be interesting, but do we want to give him back to the Chiefs? And the Chiefs are getting the first round pick, so it's not even that crazy. And the Bills, we're not going to trade him in division. I think we go Dominic Puny here. We get a bunch of draft picks. We get rid of Tyreek Hill. We get some offensive line help, and that ends up working out. But now, Minkah Fitzpatrick has to go too. We're going to get rid of Minkah here. He is 28 years old. He does not just fit this timeline at all. And again, same offers: Christian Beneford, Joel Bitonio, Chris Godwin, Darius Robinson. You get a first round pick, 2028. You get that. Xavier Worthy is another first round pick there. We'd add an explosive receiver and Worthy back, Ricky Pearsall. We'd just be diminishing the 49ers first round picks if we gave them. Should we diminish their first round picks? Brian Burns would be awesome, but the contract, Garrett Wilson, not going to trade him in division. Zach Tom is very interesting, but again, we're trying to accumulate as much draft picks as possible here. Not going to do Olave, not going to do roll and swap. I thought that was Travis Hunter. Dallas Turner, nope. I feel like we go with the first round picks. We're either going to go with Pearsall or we're going to go with Xavier Worthy, and I feel like we go with Worthy here. I feel like Hopefully we get some value there. But now we got some first round picks here. And now, I mean, we have some other guys that we could possibly get rid of. Guys like Bradley Chubb. Bradley Chubb is now 79 overall, and he makes a ton of money. He makes a ton of money here. So getting him off the books would be huge. Back room is weak. You know, we are going to go and attack the cornerback room there. And I feel like that we've got rid of some good players already. We got rid of some good players here. And Jordan Book's 27. He can keep him. Jalen Phillips has 1 year left on his deal, so he's very interesting. Darren Waller, I don't even know why he's here. He's not going to play for us ever. Matthew Judon is 33. So right now, I don't really feel like we need to trade anyone. We're going to keep Tua for right now. We are going to let some of these guys work their way in here. Devon Achane will be here still. He has 2 years left on his deal. Waddle will definitely still be here. We can't trade him with 4 years, and he is only 26 years old. A tight end room we need to attack. Left tackle Patrick Paul's left tackle of the future. Jones left guard of the future. Brewer is pretty good. Puny should be here for a while. So in reality, our offensive line, I mean, besides Austin Jackson, we really did attack, and that's going to be good for us. Zach Sealer at the tackle position could be a guy that we trade, but he got extended for 5 years. So I think we might as well keep him. Sam linebacker Willie Gaze on a 1 year deal. Could flip him at the deadline, the Mike Jordan Brooks. Charles Dodson's a 74. Then the cornerback room is abysmal, but hopefully it is going to get better with some of these younger guys. You know, we could have some guys to flip later on down the year. Dante Trader. So our secondary is still going to be pretty weak, but we did what we had to do, and we cleared what we had to clear, and now we are going to simulate a little. We're going to simulate a little. You know, I'm not going to jump into any games in this rebuild. This is going to be a straight rebuild. We're just going to see how long it takes. We're not going to jump into any games unless it's a Super Bowl. So we're going to do this, and we are just going to simulate a couple weeks, and we are going to see what happens. If there's any trades I got to make, I'll fill y'all in. We'll go over what's going on kind of at the midseason point. At the halfway point, we are sitting at 3-4, and this is not very good, guys. We do not want to be good. Luckily, though, we have some tough games coming up. We play the Falcons, the Ravens, the Bills, Commanders, Saints, but then we have a murderer's row towards the end of the season. So I think that is time, guys. I think it is time. Let's look at some stats here. And I think it might be time to shut down Tua here. I know we are only 7 games into the year, but we're going to trade him or cut him after this next season. I think it's time to start Quinn Ewers or Zach Wilson for a couple games at the bye week. Let Quinn Ewers play. I feel like this is a smart way to do it if we are going to tank, essentially, because we can't cut Tua, and with this contract situation, he has 5 years left on his contract, I'm pretty sure. So I feel like we should just bench Tua here and try and roll with that. You know, tank a little, and I feel like this is going to help us in the long run. I think Rasul Douglas has to be the odd man out here. You know, at this age, 30 years old, we're not going to send him long term. Why not get rid of him, get some value, get some picks here? So, maybe we can do some damage in the upcoming drafts and whatnot. Tank Bigsby does not interest me, unfortunately. Brian Robinson doesn't interest me. Braylon Allen interests me, kinda. Any higher picks? 5th round pick for Nelson Aguilar, $3 million per year. I mean, 5th round pick could be interesting. 4th round pick for Dontavian Wicks. Oh, I'm taking that all day long. 4th round pick, 2027. I will definitely take that. I mean, when you look at our team, we have a plethora of draft picks to work with in these next couple of drafts. So we really have to hit home. We have 3 first-round picks in 2027. This year, we'll only have 1. So really, our big year is going to be 2027. But hopefully, we can find a quarterback that we've been looking for. Tua is going to be a guy that we are probably going to try and release after 2027 or 2026. So we're definitely going to look to get rid of him. This team sucks. I've been a Dolphins fan my whole life. Haven't seen them win a playoff game. Someone has to step up here, and it's going to be me. If I'm being honest with you, I'm okay with this, for right now. I'm going to see how Zach Wilson does after a couple games. We're going to give him some opportunity, and then we are going to give our guys Quinn Ewers at the bye week. He'll play the last 5 games. Hopefully we suck, and yeah, man, that's how I hope it goes. Hopefully we suck. And we're going to talk to you guys at the bye week. Coming out of the bye week, we are sitting at 4-7. Our team sucks. The Saints actually have a higher overall than us. So let's look at some of the past games and see how the heck did we win some games. That is ridiculous. Don't tell me we beat the Ravens. We beat the Bills. We never beat the Bills in real life, and now we're beating them with Zach Wilson. Yeah. All right, Madden. All right, let's see. Yep, Zach Wilson, 200. Yep. Very realistic game going on here. Yeah, very realistic game. Yeah. A couple weeks left in the season. We're just going to sim to the end like we've been doing, and then we'll get geared up for the offseason. We have some guys that we need to re-sign and whatnot, but this is going to be a huge offseason for the rebuild. We finished the year with a 4-3 record, and that's exactly what we want. We're not going to be mediocre here. We're going to suck, we're going to tank, and then we will build our way to the top. And now let's go look at some stats for the boys. How did Quinn Ewers and the fellows perform at quarterback? Quinn Ewers, 6 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Tua, 9 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. Zach Wilson, jeez. Jeez. Rushing the ball wise, Devon Achane had a year. This guy is a stud. I love Devon Achane. In the mock draft number 4, they have us drafting Francis Maluga, which could be a very interesting pick. Garrett Nussmeier's there. I would definitely like Nussmeier, but there is another guy hanging around here. He's mocked so low for no reason, and that is going to be Lenoris Sellers. Lenoris Sellers, we're going to scout here, and he is a guy that could be a potential Miami Dolphin. We have a ton, and I mean a ton of options here at number 4, and next year we're going to have 3 first-round picks. So these 2 drafts are going to be crucial for this rebuild, because once we go down there, I don't think we're going to be that bad. We have some young talent on the team that will be in their prime, so we really just need the right play caller and we'll be okay. But we have some big moves. We got rid of Tua this offseason, I think. We got to try and trade him for any value, get the contract off the books. And man, this could be a big year for the Dolphins. We have some last chance to sign some of these guys. I would like to keep Jalen Watson, but he does not want to come here. I will throw him the player-friendly offer, $3.6 million. He's 27 years old, and yeah, I'll do that for him. He's a quality cornerback piece for us. I'm okay with that. Ifeatu, I would like to keep, but I don't know if he really wants to stay, and yeah, he would like to stay. Darren Waller, I am good. You can go. Alexander Madison, I'm okay. Willie Gay. I'm okay with letting most of these guys walk. KJ Britt, I'll re-sign because he wants to be here. And no, okay, you don't want to be here. You don't want to be here, be gone. Zach Wilson interests me kinda, but okay, be gone. Go throw 9 picks somewhere else. Ethan Bonner, we gotta see if we can keep him. And okay, have fun being employed and working at Amazon. These guys just don't want to be employed, man. We're offering them guaranteed employment. Benito's smart though, and yeah, Benito's gonna stay here. That is good. I would like to keep Benito. And is there anyone else you really need to keep? If we're being honest with you, Matt Butler, maybe 27 years old. I like to keep him. Yeah, Matt Butler. Thank you for the kind words. But besides that, man, there's really nobody that really just gets me going here, if you know what I mean. There's no one that really gets me in the mood, and that's just how it is, I guess. So we'll take our L here. Eichenberg sucks, so I don't want to re-sign him. But free agency time. We got control here. We get everybody. Wow. We get everybody here, and that is a huge get for us, guys. I'm feeling very happy with this class. Rachaad White could be an interesting guy that we had because, backup running back depth, that could be huge for us, guys. So, get the backup running back depth. And I guess Trent Brown, could be a nice player for us at 81 overall. $9 million. Won't affect the rebuild too much. I feel like we go after these guys, and this could be huge for our offense, guys. And I feel like with the draft, we could actually put together a solid team for next season. We're going to get Trent Brown and Rachaad White. So I'm done with free agency. I'm good with that. I'm good. And now it's time to lock in on the draft because we have a lot, and I mean a lot, of team building to do in this draft. We received a trade offer for James Daniels, and I'm thinking about taking the picks here. You get, 2 more picks this draft, 2027. Lovelet's all right, but honestly, Dylan Parham, younger, 1 overall lower, but is only a year. Cheaper, so we will take Parham here, and I'm okay with that. And now it is time, boys. It is freaking time to get into this draft. This is going to be a big draft, guys. We're going to go look at who we're mocked to get really quick, but I'm excited, man. This is going to be a lot of fun here. And here we go. Who do the scouts have us taken at number 5 overall? And they have us taken, that's the last draft, or 4 overall. They have us taken Francis Maluga. And honestly, if Nussmeier's there, Nussmeier could be the pick, but Francis could be a big-time player for us at right tackle. And our scouts actually think he's a round 2 for 3 talent. I don't like that at all. So we'll see what happens here. We have a lot of guys that are very unknown. So Arch Manning goes 1st overall, and now who will go 2nd to the Browns here? Who will the Browns take? Will they go quarterback? And they will go TJ Parker from Clemson. Now the Bears are up. I don't think they'll go quarterback with Caleb Williams. And now we have a very interesting choice in front of us, guys. We have 2 minutes here. What are the offers on this pick? I probably won't take it. You can get a bunch. Can we get a ransom for this? We can get a ransom from the Saints. We can get we can get a lot of picks here, guys. And pick 11. I don't like that at all. Pick any really interesting picks. 2 first-round picks. Oh my gosh, these are a lot of picks, guys, and I am getting very excited here. I got to do it. That is just too many picks to pass up on. You know, we'll move to the back half of the first round, and I'm okay with this because we have our draft next year. We draft a player here, best player available at 32, and we move on having a bunch of picks. I'm okay with that whatsoever. I didn't fall in love with too many quarterbacks. If we're being honest with you, I did not fall in love with any of the quarterbacks here. I looked at the draft process, I scouted them, and in this, I mean, I really like Gus Nussmeier in real life, and I like Sellers in real life, but they really weren't valuing them in the talent range. So, you know, we could be okay here, guys. And now, we honestly could draft Harbor here. A big physical receiver, 6'5", 235. He could break the game for us at pick 32. You know, he obviously has to work on the football side of it, but look at those stats, man. Those stats are definitely insane. Let's go with Harbor here. And can he be a game breaker for us? And Stud Finder, what is that? Draft a rookie with a hidden development trade. There we go, baby. We hit home here. And welcome to the team, Harbor, baby. You get to rep the Agua, and let's go. That is going to be huge for us because he is a game breaker. 6'5". He's our true number one receiver. He's young. He can fit in well. And, you know, we will be okay because there's the quarterbacks later on in the draft we can take a chance on. And always, man, if we need to, we can give Tua one more chance this season. Here is the official draft recap. We did not have the best draft. You know, Aden Harbor is going to be nice for us. He's going to be a player that's going to be very good for a very long time. Very fast, big guy. He'll be good. Stowers should be an interesting player for us. Downs. We drafted Caleb Downs in the second round. He fell for some odd reason. He's a guy that should be a top 5 pick in real life, but I'm not going to complain. Caleb Downs, welcome to the Fins, baby. We had some other guys towards the end of the draft. We drafted a quarterback. I don't know how good he's going to be, but you know, we just threw some darts here. But that's not our big draft. Our big draft is next year, guys. Let's take a look at look really quick. Or I can't trade. Look at these picks that we have, guys. Look at the picks that we have. All right, guys. I'm trying to find it. But look at this, guys. Look at all the draft picks we have next year. We have 4 first-round picks next year. 1 second, 4 thirds. Look at all these picks. So this next year is big. Next year is the year. And, I mean, we can trade to number 1 if we don't get number 1. We just have to find a prospect that we fall in love with. But take a look at the team. The team is going to be very interesting this year, guys. I mean, we have a couple options here. We could start Tua and try and win as much ball games as possible, or we can, embrace the take one more year, start Childress or start Quinn Ewers here, and that could be really it, guys. That could be what we do here, and this is going to be a very, very interesting offseason. It doesn't actually break down the contract, but in real life, the contract has worked pretty weird. There's an out after 2026. He makes less money, so we are going to hop out with the out next year, or, we could potentially trade him right now. I wonder if any team would take him. In real life, I don't think a team would touch him, though, with that contract, but if we do make this trade, let's see if we can trade him here. That would be very interesting for us. He is technically our backup quarterback as of right now. So, there's no point. He would start for us. Let's be honest. If we really want him to start, he would start. But, yeah, we could trade. We can get Will Johnson. Will Johnson interests me a lot. Obviously we're not going to get first-round picks, and, they're giving us wash. But I will take Will Johnson here, and now we have officially turned this thing upside down. This is going to be a year. The roster is actually pretty good. We're going to go over that, and Tua joins the Cardinals, as you guys see. But I'll go over the roster really quick. Now with the trade, it looks like Quinn Ewers will be in line to start, or Childress. Quinn Ewers will be in line to start, guys. That is crazy. And then you'll look at the halfback situation. We actually have Rashad White. We have Rashad White here. This is actually a pretty good running back room. If we're being honest, we should be able to run the ball well. Tight end wise, we have Dolch, and we have, or I should just reorder the whole depth chart, but we have Dolch, Stowers will obviously start. Left tackle, Patrick Paul is definitely improving. Left guard, Parham is there. Center, we have Brewer. So honestly, the team is actually coming together quite nice, guys. If you guys look at that, the offensive line is going to look pretty darn good this year. Left edge, Phillips. Right edge will be Chop. And the defensive line should be very good with Kenneth Grant and Zach Sealer. And when you look at this, guys, the team is actually pretty darn good. When you look at that, Sam will be a position we need to improve on. So is Will. Cornerback-wise, though, we have a bunch of mid at cornerback, as you guys see here. Free safety. We have Washington, strong safety. I would like to get Downs in there. I'm going to start Downs. I don't care. He should develop well. And then obviously I signed 2 kickers on accident. We'll have a kicker competition. But receiving is probably the most interesting room, as you guys see here. Harbor is listed as our 4th guy. We got Wicks. I forgot about that. But honestly, if I'm being honest with you, Harbor will slide there. Westbrook, he's big, but he doesn't get the ball rolling for me. So we have a lot of talent on this team. It's just quarterback quarterback. Once we acquire a good quarterback, this team is going to be lightning in a bottle. But for now, it's probably a tank year, guys. Unless the offense can do it without the quarterback position, it is going to be a tank year. We now have our first look at this 2027 draft, and there is some damn dogs. Jeremiah Smith, Raiola, Stewart, Ryan Williams. You got Colin Simmons, Lagway, Josiah Thompson, Jordan Seaton. There are some guys that could be studs for us, guys, and this is going to be the draft. This is going to be the draft. We could potentially pair. If the cards fall in our hands, we could potentially pair Raiola and Jeremiah Smith. That would be absolutely crazy. Bring Jeremiah Smith back to the crib. Bring it back. Help him rep the Dolphins. Help him save the Dolphins. That would be crazy. But now it is time, guys. This is the first game of the regular season. How will we perform under pressure? This is going to be tough, guys, but we are going to sim to the halfway point. I'll talk to you guys then. I'll drop in. If anything happens, though, if anything big happens, I'll stop in and talk to you guys. But until now, we're going to trade to that week 8, or we're going to sim to that week 8, and we're going to see if anything crazy happens. New look Dolphins are 2-5 right now, and guys, that is actually going to be pretty good for us, guys. I'm very happy with 2-5 because we have a lot, and I mean a lot of picks next year. So the worse we are, the better picks we have. And we have a couple first round picks. Let's see how the teams are performing. Obviously, the Eagles are doing good. How about the Chiefs, though? Please tell me the Chiefs are sucking. The Chiefs are sucking right now. So that is huge. And we also have another first round pick. I think we have the 49ers. Well, the 49ers are playing quite well, so that is definitely going to suck. We have 2 of the later first round picks, and we have ours and the Chiefs. But if we can get 2 top 10 picks, that is huge, guys. With the 4 first round picks, it's not like we can always trade up, guys. We can always trade up. So there's a lot of value there. But 2-5, we're facing the music here. And how is Quinn Ewers performing? He actually has a lot of passing yards. He actually has 13 touchdowns, just 9 interceptions. He's actually playing quite well if you look at it like that. I mean, rushing the ball wise, A-Chain's actually performing well. Rashad White's doing all right. Receiving wise, Waddle's doing good, but Harbor has barely got involved. Our first round pick only has 1 catch for 21 yards. Halfway through the season, that is unacceptable, guys. We are not drafting a damn Kadarius Toney out here. We need to cook, baby. So, honestly, if I'm being honest with you, Waddle is what? How old is Jalen Waddle at this moment? Because it could be Waddle's time, man. I mean, he's a good player, and I don't know how good we're going to be super soon. So, I feel like it might be time to do the unfortunate, man. I love Jalen Waddle. He's one of my favorite Dolphins. But for this rebuild, I feel like it might be the smart thing to say, hey, Waddle, we're trying to let you get a W, man. We're trying to let you get a W. He's 27 years old, so how much longer is he going to be around in this rebuild? You look at that, you can get some solid value for him. Cam Taylor-Britt, you can get Cortland Sutton, who obviously I don't want. Can we get a younger player? Darnell Washington, I would not like. Javis Ward, Kyle Pitts. All right, I know what you guys are going to think. Kyle Pitts, training for Kyle Pitts is crazy, but you get Kyle Pitts, and you can that could be huge. Or we could try and go and add him with a guy like trade him for a guy like J.C. Latham could be interesting. At 23 years old, 23-year-old J.C. Latham could be very interesting. Help the offensive line. We wouldn't have to deal with the offensive line. Or we could solidify our secondary with a 26-year-old Lee Noor. 26-year-old Lee Noor, $8 million a year. 84 overall, a bunch of picks. I'm liking that. We are just going to solidify that secondary, guys. That is the best trade we can make here. And honestly, I'm very happy with that because we now know our needs. And our needs, we drafted guys. We drafted guys that have to, end up making that. But the thing is, what do we want to do with Devon A-Chain? Devon A-Chain is how many years old? Devon A-Chain is 24. A-Chain, you're staying here, brother. You're staying here. I don't care. I will pay you a bag. I will pay you a bag here. I don't care. A-Chain, my bad, brother. My bad. I didn't mean to insult you, A-Chain. Don't worry. You'll be a Dolphin for life. Hopefully, we suck. And I'm going to talk to you guys at the end of the season. Hopefully, the tank pays off. We finished the year with the worst record in the NFL, which means that we will have the number 1 pick in the NFL draft. And wow. We have the choice of drafting whoever we want. And obviously, I feel like we have to get quarterback in this situation. But we have 4 first-round picks, and I'm excited, guys. This is going to be a huge draft for us. We locked up A-Chain. We gave him an absolute bag, and obviously we got to accept Worthy here. He does not even want to be here. Brooks has a superstar X Factor. What the heck? That is crazy. We're obviously going to accept Chop. Brooks, I would like to keep it at 81 overall, but if it's not permitting, guys, he is 29 years old. So I end up bringing in Godchucks, and I am very okay with this draft class. I think that this free agency class, I feel like we completely revamped our defensive side of the ball. I mean, obviously, the receiver position, I think will get better. I feel like we really, really have talent now on our team. Don't need to overspend here. And now it is time to lock in on draft day. Who are we mocked to take here? Who are the Dolphins mocked to take? Dylan Raiola from Nebraska. That is our mock here. Lagway's mocked to go 2. I'm really considering this. I know it sounds crazy. What pick do we have? We don't have a pick for a while. So we have all these picks at the end of the draft, right? So I'm considering this. I am really considering moving up and trying to get one of these top 3 picks or top 4 picks and trying to get Smith at 1 and trying to go with a quarterback at number 4. I feel like that could be the move for us. We can give up picks, a bunch of picks. We have picks like nobody else. I feel like that would be the potential move, guys, that we can make. And I'm betting on ourselves, guys, but I feel like we have a good enough team here to do some real damage and possibly make that jump. And I feel like we need to do it, guys. I feel like we need to take the chance here, and I feel like we have to make the big boy play. And that's exactly what we're going to do before we get in the draft. We're going to make the big boy play, and I feel like we're going to try and move into that top 3 with all those extra picks we have. I know this is a long shot and crazy, but we are going to offer the Saints we're going to offer them 2 first-round picks to move up to that number 2 spot. The question is, will we be able to do it? And they like it. They like it a little, so now it's time to throw in do we want another first-round pick? I feel like we have a bunch of first-round picks. Do we have 2 in 2028? No, we do not. We have all of them in 2027 early. So we could fork up a second. I mean, I don't want to fork up a second. We're picking 33rd. I feel like we should fork up we should go with 88, and let's see if that makes them a little happier here. We're working towards it. And I mean, I could go with next year's first, or I should go with a 2029 first. By 2029, we should be a very good football team. So I'm okay with giving up a 2029 first round pick. And will this get the job done here? That does get the job done. We may have overtraded, but we do end up with a number 2 overall pick. So now we're picking back-to-back here. And this rebuild, it's starting to flip. It's starting to flip here. We're betting on ourselves. We're gambling here. We're gambling here with the 2 top picks. And we also have another first round pick. We're gambling on this draft class being the best draft class that we've ever seen. We have the first 2 picks here. And now we can bring Jeremiah Smith back to the crib to save the Dolphins. This would be my dream. This would be my dream if I wake up, go to bed at night. This is the dream right here, man. Jeremiah Smith can go back to the fin. Obviously, we're going to take this pick, but what would anyone... Oh my gosh, these are just ransoms, guys. These are just ransoms. And obviously, I kind of want to do it, but I'm just not going to. Obviously, I mean, they're offering us crazy stuff. It's hard to turn that down, but we traded last year, and now it is time to get our guys. It is time to draft Jeremiah Smith from the University of Ohio State, the best player in the draft class. He is going to be a superstar. He's ranked as number 1, and he is number 1. He's the best player in the draft class. We get the receiver that we wanted to pair with Nijak Harbor, and now it is time. What do they want for 2? And obviously, 2 is a lot worse. But you know what we're doing. You know who we're going with. We're going with Mahomes Jr., Dylan Raiola. We scouted him. He's 100%. He's going to be a guy that fits in our system. Number 1 quarterback coming out of high school. He's a guy. And bringing it down to South Beach, he's ranked at number 4. We got him at number 2. And now we have a pick late in the second or the end of the first round. Well, this will be the last pick I show, and we'll send to the end of the draft. I'll go over the end of the draft. But here we go. This is going to be huge, guys. This could be a make or break player for us. Who are we going to add? We're not going to add Julian Sane, obviously. We could add Isaac Brown, the running back, but we just paid a bunch of money to obviously Devon A. Chain, so we're not going to do that. We added receiver. We're good on that. Tight end, we went and we're fine at tight end, bro. Left guard, center. Center is a weird last name, but he's from UCLA, round 1 through 2 talent. Right tackle. Right tackle, I don't know. I feel like we're kind of good everywhere. I mean, we could use this opportunity to add another first round or another more picks, but I feel like Notre Dame, that guy's kind of slid in the draft. Add an edge rusher. Might as well add the depth piece because I don't know if he'll play right away for us, but he's a guy that could potentially develop into a piece for us and become a very good player. But was it a hit, guys? Did we hit a home run here? And yes, we did hit a home run here. Good pick. played college basketball for 2 years. Damn, Bryce Young, I did not know that, but I'm going to talk to you guys and we'll go over the recap here. This is our draft class. We hit home on a bunch of prospects. Jeremiah Smith obviously is the best player in the draft. Dylan Raiola will be a good quarterback for us. He'll be an improvement over any quarterback we've had. Bryce Young from Notre Dame is going to be a stud for us. We also have Brett McClain, the pass rusher, or that being the pass protector from Kansas State University. He's going to be a nice piece of our offensive line. Hopefully he develops. Peyton Woodyard, we have a bunch of guys. We actually hit on a fullback, so that's good. And then we also hit on a defensive tackle late in the draft, Manny Gabriel. So we had a lot of hits late in this draft, guys. So, I mean, honestly, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think this is easily the best draft that we've had. Better than a Chris Grier draft by far. And now it is time to get in this preseason, guys. I'm going to show you guys a look at the team, a look at the depth chart before we get in this year. But this should be our best season yet, guys. We have an 82 overall right now, but we are going to get a lot better. I already know we're going to get a lot better, guys. There's a lot of ground to be made up, and it's going to come with time. It's going to come with time, but we have a ton of talent on this team. As you guys see here, let's move the dogs in. Let's move the dogs in here. And now we have Dylan Raiola starting at quarterback for us. We will have Devon A-Chain, year 4. He will be at running back for us with, as you guys see, Rashad White, all these guys. We will have a new fullback in town. We will have our new guy that we drafted, Barden. A receiver, we'll have Worthy, Jeremiah Smith, Harbor, Wicks, Washington. That receiving core is nasty. Stowers just going to keep getting better and better. Left tackle, Patrick Paul hasn't developed how we want him to, but still a solid player. And Jonah is actually developing nice for us too, guys. He ended up being a player for us. We had Jonah, we have Dylan Parham. And then at center, we have Brewer. At right guard, we have Donnie Pudi, which is a great player for us, guys, as you guys see here. And then, what's this? Is he future starter? Damn, that's pretty good for us. And then Trent Brown in his 12th year. So hopefully the goal should be probably to develop Jonah into this position right here. So, he's going to bridge into this role right here. Trent Brown, we'll probably trade Trent Brown at the deadline. Then, obviously, here we have Phillips, who could be a guy that we could trade here at the deadline. Then we have Chop Robinson, Byron Young. We have 2 Byron and Bryce Young. So we have the Young brothers. The Young brothers, they are there at that right edge position for us. Sealer, we have D tackles. We have such a good defensive tackle room. Sam position, can't say the same about that, but we're trying to improve it. But man, it is definitely a weak spot for us. As you guys see here, we do not have anyone, so maybe we can target a Sam position in the trade deadline for us. Quarterback room is obviously solid. Will Johnson, Lemnair, Banks, Jalen Watson. So we have a bunch of guys. Cater Kohu. Free safety, we have Washington, and then strong safety, we have Jair Brown. And Caleb Downs is developing nice. So hopefully, one of these days, who knows, guys? Maybe Downs could end up developing to our free safety or strong safety. Maybe he'll overtake him, but we will see, guys. We will see. And obviously, we have Jason Sanders. He's going to be our kicker for life. We also have Jake Bates, just in case Sanders gets hurt. Jake Bailey at the punter position. This is a squad, man. This is a squad. And now we are going to go to the cut day, and we're going to have to make some tough moves here. We have to make some big cuts, guys, and maybe we'll make a trade or two, try and add to that Sam position. I accidentally simmed a week, and I mean a literal week past it, and they cut Jonnu, bro. And now Jonnu is with the Steelers, so now I don't even have Jonnu Salviano, who's supposed to be our right tackle after I trade Brown. So now we have just holes at the offensive line, but the team is still very good, guys. We still have a lot of players on our team that's like studs, so at least that happened, but man, that definitely sucks. But we are going to look to acquire Sam here, maybe one on the trade block. Doesn't have to be too good, but we definitely need to fill in that linebacker position. I feel like that's what's holding us back from greatness, guys. I genuinely couldn't find Sams that were available. Like, all the Sams I liked are really good, so I don't think it's a very good idea that we, go after them. But I'm going to try and look through free agency here, and is Sam just like a dead position, dude? Because I cannot find anybody, man. Like, look at this. Like, I can't even get one from free agency. That's ridiculous. Right now, at the deadline, we are sitting at 1-5, which is not very good. How is the season gone for us? Let's look at, some of the games. Have we been getting blown out? And we beat the Jets, and then we lose 5 straight games. And we've been losing by a lot of 1 scores, as you guys see here, to the Colts, Giants, obviously 1 point to the Bills, and technically 1 score to the Patriots. That definitely sucks, man. It seems like we're just super close to getting it done, but we just cannot get it done. But that's the thing. We have a young team, guys. No need to worry. No need to panic. We have a lot of points, and we have a lot of stuff, guys. We have a lot of stuff that we have to cover here because we have a very young team that they're going to develop. They're going to develop fast. They're going to become good players, but there's no need to panic whatsoever. Our team's only going to get better and better as time goes on. Definitely probably should trade Trent Brown now, get some value for him. And Cater Kohu is a guy that they are trying to target. 78 overall, 28. Woody Marks, Chris Brunmeyer, Davis Robinson, Leonard Taylor, Noah Sewell. How about this? I'm going to package him and I think Rachaad White and try and get like a solid, and we have a 21% approval rate, but I'm going to try and get some solid players back for them. I feel like that could be the potential move for us, guys. You know, get some players that, you know, not move off picks, but move off players. Try and do a 2-for-2 swap maybe. You know, get rid of Rachaad White and get rid of our guy here. And they completely gutted our running back room, by the way. Jesus, dude. Who else did they get rid of, man? Like, I accidentally skipped 1 week and we have no players. We got rid of Malik Washington. We got rid of Wicks. We have Wicks still. Jeez, I'm just damned. But get rid of Brown here. What is a package looking like for these two? John Franklin Myers, Marshawn Lattimore, Bobby Akori. Could be interesting. 31 years old, though. And do we really want that? I want to get an offensive lineman. But for those two players, I mean, getting a middle linebacker, that could help us a lot. I mean, I feel like the season is already kind of in shambles, though. But, you know, adding a solid linebacker, I'm definitely not going to be mad with. Get here. Who can we really get for Phillips here? Is there anyone that really, you know, gets me going? Anton Harrison kind of gets me going. Is there anyone that really gets me going? Chase Brown, Caleb Johnson. Cameron Curl, no. I feel like the play would be to go with John Simpson. Anton Harrison. You get Harrison here, 25 years old. You have some offensive linemen now. Now we're good. I'm very happy with that. But now we have some big guys we have to resign here. So I'm going to send the All-Star break, or not the All-Star break. I'm used to doing 2K. Actually end up with the worst record in the AFC, which is quite surprising because I feel like we actually had a solid team. Obviously, I am on the hot seat, very bad. The players like me, the coach staffs don't like me, the GM does not like me, the fans don't like me, and the media doesn't like me. But you know what? We'll be okay. We'll be okay here. They can't fire me legally, so you know what? We'll be good. We'll be good. And I mean, we probably have a really high pick here in this draft, right? And we are picking second, which is huge. Which I mean is huge because we can add a top 5 talent to this team. And that's it. That's it, guys. Next year is going to be the year we take off. I'm telling you guys now. Obviously going to accept Kenneth Grant's extension. Greg Dolch is interesting to me. He's a solid like backup tight end. I mean, I'm okay keeping him around with that. But all right, you can test free agency. You know, I appreciate you. We'll go after one in the draft. I'm going to franchise tag you. I'm not going to do that. And yeah, these guys aren't really. We'll just draft a punter and we're going to be good. We did get McNeil, and that is huge, guys. We have the best defensive tackle room in football now. I don't even need to do any more. I mean, any more this offseason with defense or like free agency wise. I don't need to do that because look at this defensive tackle room. Obviously, you have Raiola, who's already an 89. You have a 94 overall. This team is loaded, man. Stowers is getting better. Offensive line, you have Harrison. You have Parham. I mean, the offensive line definitely can improve, but we have some damn dogs, man. We have some dogs here, and now we're getting after it. We have Chop, we have Byron Young, Bryce Young. Like, look at this defense line room. You're going to add McNeil to this now? Wow. This defensive line, where the heck did Sealer go, by the way? But this defensive line room is going to be loaded to the brim. Sam's going to get better. Mike is going to be still the same with Bobby Akore. And then Will, you have Dorian Williams. I mean, guys, I don't even know who to draft. I feel like we have just so much going for us, guys. This team should be, I mean, we should be here. We should be here, guys. We should be here now. What is going to happen in this draft? We have to check out who wants to trade up. I mean, if we can get some value there, I mean, we got to do that, man. But who will the Vikings take? We are just going to skip to our next pick, which is us. And the Vikings take Landon Bernard, I'm guessing. Yep, they take Landon Bernard here. And now it is time, guys. Trade away pick. I don't know if I'm going to do it, but let's see. Not to the Bills. That's in division. 3 first-round picks. 23 next year. But, I mean, I feel like, man, we're trying to win now. I feel like we are trying to ascend to the mountaintops here. And I feel like really just collecting the first-round picks isn't going to do that. I mean, obviously, I would love to add a bunch of first-round picks like this, guys. 11. I mean, 29. I mean, I would love to do this because we don't have a lot of first-round picks next year. When you look at it, we don't have a lot of first-round picks next year. So the Bucs offering us this ransom of picks could be huge for us. But when you get a chance to add a left tackle of the future, I know we already have good left tackles, but you get a chance to add a guy that could be a franchise cornerstone for us. Got to do it. You got to trust our scouts here. Got to add the top 5 talent to your team. And this could be a guy that protects Dylan Raiola's blindside for 15 years, guys. We are going to go with him. He's drafted ranked 3. And let's see, man. Let's see him development. And he's going to be a guy that's going to be awesome for us. Look at those stats, man. We made the right choice. We made the right choice. And now we have another pick. We have another pick. Maybe we'll go acquire a first-round pick next year because we do not have a first-round pick next year. So we might go do that. But let's see this really quick. This is going to be the last pick I show. And then we'll sim to the recap, obviously. Or I'll show you guys a recap. I keep saying that. It's 3 in the morning, guys. I'm tired. But here we go. First round. I mean, obviously, I could add the first round next year first round next year. But do I really want to? I mean, being honest with you, that is a lot of picks right there. That is a lot of picks we could add for next season and beyond. But feel like we should look at it, and if we find someone we love here, then we should make the pick. But I mean, top 5 quarterback talent. Obviously, we don't need that. So what do we really need? I mean, when you look at quarterback, we have Raiola. Halfback, we have A-Chain. Receiver, we have Smith. We have our loaded receiving core. Tight end, we have Stowers. Left tackle, we drafted. Left guard, we're good. Center, we're all right on. I mean, maybe we go out of center, but I feel like we can do that later in the draft. Right guard, right tackle, we're good on everything. I mean, maybe this edge rusher, Clifton Lowry from LSU. We already have so many edge rushers, though. I mean, what makes this guy so much different? His finesse moves aren't good. He looks like kind of like a bust. I don't know if I should really take him. Right side edge rusher, defensive tackle, Sam, Mike, maybe the Mike. Maybe we draft the Mike here. We reach on the Mike. We draft a guy. He has some very good combine stats. I mean, these stats look pretty damn solid. I mean, when you look at this, feel like we go with this guy, man. Jamal Bragg, I trust you. I feel like you're going to be a very good pick for this Miami Dolphins franchise. Be the guy. Be the guy for us. 31st draft. Okay, solid pick from us. And now I'll talk to you guys at the recap. This is how our draft turned out. We get Moses, who's going to be our starter as a day 1 player. We get Jamal Bragg, who could potentially grow into our Mike linebacker as a starter. We get Chad Williams. I know. Why did I draft a quarterback in the 3rd round? We drafted Raiola 2nd overall last year. Get a good backup. You know, you never know with injuries and whatnot. And he could be a guy we trade later down the road. We get Watkins, who actually has a hidden dev potential, you know, in the 3rd round. We get Coleman. We get Ramos. We get Watkins. We get Perlman. We get a lot of players. As you guys see here, we had a big draft class here. Hopefully some players that can develop. I'm very happy with this draft class. This should be one heck of a year, guys. This is going to be the year. This is going to be the year it happens and we make our run, baby. This is going to be the year where we make our run here. Raiola is an 87 overall. Then we have Childress and Williams. I'm assuming that one of these guys, they both have QB, the future tag, but none of them will be the starter. So, you know, those guys will be trade targets. I would like to keep one of them. Preferably, I think I would like to keep Williams and we'll trade Childress. Devon A-Chain at running back. He's getting older, though. The running back room is getting worse and worse. So, you know, we are going to eventually have to, you know, add another running back there. Receiver-wise, our receiving room is absolutely loaded. We have Harbor. We have Worthy. We have Jeremiah Smith. Tight end Stowers is good. Watkins is going to be a guy that's interesting to have around. Some tight end competition. Left tackle, we'll have Moses. Left guard, we have Parham. Center, we should have Brewer. Right tackle or right guard, we should have Pooney. And at right tackle, we should have Belton. Now, we should have, at the edge, we should have Trop. We should have Byron Young and Bryce Young. Damn, bro, Bryce Young really regressed that much? Where the heck is Bryce Young at, bro? Bryce Young, I mean, I guess he's on the other side, but he's an 81 overall. Then our defensive line room is absolutely loaded. As you guys see right here, Sam is going to get better and better. And, I mean, I'm okay with that. We have Willie Gay, Fernando Batista. We have some alright Sams. Will position. Bragg, honestly, I might put Bragg in as starting at Sam, because why not, right? Have him start there. At the will position, we have Dorian Williams. Cornerback, our cornerback room is pretty solid. It's definitely getting worse, though, so we definitely got to keep that in mind when we're making decisions, guys. We definitely got to maybe add some cornerback pieces. Strong safety, I'm probably going to get rid of Brown this year. I feel like getting rid of Brown could be the move. Because I feel really, really good about the season, man. We have the team. We have the team that I feel like can make a run this year. I'm rocking this all season long because I feel like there's some luck. I'll talk to you guys at the trade deadline. We have some stuff we got to do, boys, and I feel like this is the year that we can finally make the playoffs, man. I feel like we can get the playoff win this year. It would be huge. Deadline, we're sitting at 3-4. Definitely disappointed, to be honest with you. How does our team perform in close games? Let's go look at all this good stuff. Patriots, we got blown out. Cardinals, we beat. Seahawks, we beat. Bills, 1 score. Ravens, 10 points. Browns lost, Broncos. So you know what? We lost 2 in a row here, but we actually started off the season decent. Hopefully we'll be able to pick it back up for some of these teams. You know, I feel like we have so much potential on this team, and I'm excited, man. We have some guys we got to re-sign, but I feel very good about the season still. Even though that we're 3-4, I think we'll be okay. 80 overall, I do not care. We are going to take that all day. He has star development. I'm definitely okay with that. Team does get a little weaker, but we still are an 86 overall, you know. We just need some stuff to go our way, man, and we will definitely be okay. We have a long season ahead of us, guys. We made some good moves. I'm excited to see how we finish out the year. I think we could still be a playoff team. Even though we're sitting at 3-4, it's a couple games away, baby. It's a couple games away, so we are going to send me the end of the season. I'll pop it if anything crazy happens, but I trust our team, and I think we'll get the job done. But we improve our team. Our team improves to 6-11. I feel like we're a couple spots away. Obviously, our offensive points per game definitely just was not where it needed to be. As you guys see, our defense actually was pretty good, but our offense just did not have it, so that definitely does suck, but we definitely have some holes we got to fill. At least we are chilling, guys. We are chilling. I don't think we have our first-round pick this year, though, so that does kind of suck. I wonder, do we even have a first-round pick this year? Because I remember I did trade for one, and obviously we are going to be picking late back here. We do have a pick, as you guys see here, 28th overall, so we are going to be picking at least late in the first round. It is what it is. You know what? I mean, honestly, we improved, but next year's the year, man. I sound like the Dallas Cowboys, but next year is our year, man. I'm just going to keep the helmet on. I'm not taking it off until we win, man. I'm not leaving it on. I'm keeping it on until we win, man. I'm going to be honest with you, I lied. That thing is hot as heck. I'm already sweating, so I can't do it. Cannot do it. We have 5 players left to re-sign here, and Nijak Harbor we are going to accept his option here. Willie Gay I don't care about. Anton Harrison I would really like to keep. I will throw a bag at him. I don't care. We're going to overpay for him here. We're going to overpay for him. 7.7 for 79 overall. It sucks, but you know, he is a good player for us, and he will fill in a nice spot for us at 79 overall, so he'll be okay. The rest of the positions don't really matter to me. I mean, I guess Brandon Mann we can re-sign. I mean, I really don't want to have a good punter because if you have a good punter, I mean, usually use them a lot. So I'd like to not have a good punter, but it is what it is. And give me Tyler Linderbaum, and that is huge for the program, boys. We get the guys that we wanted. We get Linderbaum here, who's going to be a huge player for us, guys. A huge player for us at that center position. We should be able to round out our offensive line now. Alfred Collins will be a nice depth piece at defensive tackle, and Riley Moss will be a nice cornerback for us. Overall, I'm happy. Maybe we could sign a halfback here and just call it a day, if we're being completely honest with you. Sign a backup running back, you know. Give our guy, Devon A-Chain, a little of a break here. Get a power back. Is Tank Bigsby considered a power back? I consider him a power back, you know. I feel like he'd be fun to have on our team, and I feel like it would be a nice piece to have here. And do we get Tank, though? That's the question. And we do get Tank, so that is good. Now we have $3 million left to work with. I mean, if I'm being honest with you, maybe sign a depth Sam piece, maybe. I would think that that could be the move here. Lance Fargas from TCU, $2 million per year. Just offer him. He's young. You never know. He's only 24 years old. So might as well sign him. Have him around for some depth. And yeah, man, I'm happy with this. I feel like this was a very good offseason for us. We are here at pick 29. Damn, we would have had the 6th pick in the draft. But, you know, that's what we traded for. We traded for Jeremiah Smith, not Jeremiah Love. And it is what it is. We have some guys that we did scout, as you guys see here. We scouted these 2 receivers, but we can get them at pick number 6. I feel like we just go with one of these edges. I feel like one of these edges, or maybe this guy. I mean, this guy's fell from pick 15. He ran a good 40, a 4.24. He should be able to take the roof off of a defense. He's a very good deep route, but his thing is he sucks at everything else. He's a one-trick pony. He's a one-trick pony. This guy was ranked 9th in the draft, so geez. The fact that he's fallen so far is crazy, but he does not look that good. I mean, if we're being honest with you, he does not look that good. And what else is there, man? I mean, geez, this draft is definitely not the best. It's definitely not the best. B. So we definitely got to find some diamonds in the rough here. And, you know, Easton Allen would be interesting. What about this physical receiver? Ooh, those are some pretty good combine numbers. Run block. How's his catching? Catching's a D, but catching traffic. This guy is either going to be a superstar for us or he is going to be a total bust. And we got to take a swing of the bat, baby. Come on, be a homer here, and let's get this. Let's get this here. Be the home run that we need. And there we go. That's actually a pretty solid pick. We got a good receiver, and, you know, we're trying to add depth to that room, so that's exactly what we're going to do there. And I'm going to show you guys this last pick, and then I'm just going to, you know, do my thing, draft around, and, you know, we'll do the recap as always. And now that we are here, we have some interesting options. I mean, if we're being honest here, I don't want to go back-to-back receivers because we already did that, but this guy is actually pretty solid. I mean, he's pretty solid, good kick return, but his route running just isn't that right now. If his route running was a little better, I would definitely like to bring him, or we could bring a Clayton. We could bring a Clayton back to Miami, man. A Clayton back to Miami. He is a pretty good player, but I feel like we drafted that. We should probably just take one of these value guys. I mean, they've fallen this far. I mean, you know, even though, oh man, they suck. They suck. It sucks, but they're awful. These guys are actually awful. Finesse moves, you're not gonna be able to get around anybody. It's not a position of need. This could be a position where we trade back, if I'm being completely honest with you. If I don't fall in love with anyone here, this could be a definite position where we trade back, but I'm falling in love with Jimmy. Falling in love with Jimmy here. When you look at this, he looks pretty solid. He looks like he has room to develop. You know, A zone coverage is really going to do it for me. A guy that can play zone at the will position is going to be huge for us. 105 and 38, so that was definitely a miss of a draft pick, but it wasn't a total flop. Probably should trade it back, but I just didn't fall in love with that. Here's the draft recap. I know that Sergio is probably not going to play for us right away, but still, 76 overall, he should be a solid impact player. Jimmy Stevenson, the will. We went back-to-back wills. We went free safety. We went left edge. Defensive tackle is probably a miss here, but we had some pretty good picks late. Jamie Pinata comes in at 72, and then also Silius Langue as a 7th round pick comes in at 72. So we had some pretty solid picks in the draft. I'm excited though because this is the roster, I feel like. Look at our team. 87 overall, 89 overall offense, 87 defense. We have a very good squad in front of us, guys. Not as good as the Rams, you know, but it's just going to keep getting better and better, guys. We'll go over the lineup when we get to the start of the regular season, but we are going to have to go through this preseason. We're going to have to make some tough cuts, guys, because there's only so many roster spots on this team, and we're getting so good to the point where we are going to have to cut some pretty solid quality players. We had to completely gut our team, guys, and I mean gut a lot of our depth because we had a ton of good depth pieces on our team, guys, that we just had to drop because we didn't have enough roster space. We are sitting at 87 overall, 89 offense, 85 defense. Our defense definitely dropped, but our offense should be good. We're a lot better than the Patriots here. We should be very good this season. Raul is a 90 now. We have Devon Achane, Ollie Gordon. I mean, obviously, I'm just going to reorder the depth chart to get our actual, like, you know, good players. But look at this running back room you have here. That's a lethal running back room. Then at receiver, look at this receiver room, man. This receiver room is absolutely loaded with Smith, Worthy, Harbor, Wicks, Andrade. I mean, there's a bunch of studs in there. And then their tight end room, Stowers is getting replaced by Watkins. Left tackle, we get Daryl Moses in second year. We traded for Riley Dawson, actually, for some of those players. Tyler Linderbaum. Right guard is Dominic Puny. So our offensive line is just revamped completely for the most part. Left edge, we have Chop. We have Bryce Young. On the other side, we have Ali McNeil, Kenneth Grant, Alfred Collins. That is a solid defensive tackle room. Dorian Williams at the will position, or the Sam position. Or wait, what? Am I tripping? Yeah, Dorian Williams is playing Sam. All right. Mike will be Bragg this year, and will be Lenny Tatum. Well, if we're being honest, why not just put Bragg over here? Guys, I'm going to show you guys how to big brain it. Put a Corey in here and put Bragg in here. There we go, guys. We're going to do that. I went over cornerbacks because I'm doing all this. Cornerback room is just loaded. We have a very solid cornerback room. We don't have like a true number one, but we have a bunch of very solid players. We have Jared Brown at free safety, and in strong safety we have Caleb Downs, wherever he is. Is Caleb Downs hurt, bro? Is Caleb Downs really hurt? And yeah, he is hurt. I wonder how long he's out. It's severe though, so that is not very good, but something we definitely got to look at because Caleb Downs is one of our, you know, best players. So if he is hurt, that is not very good. How long is he out? Oh, it's only 1 to 3 weeks. We have the solid safeties for a reason here, but this should be the year. I say it every year. I sound like the damn Cowboys on auto repeat. This should be the year that we officially take over and we make our push. This should be the year that we make our push here and that we do what we say we're going to do, and that is win the Super Bowl and win a playoff game. It should be the year, man. It should be the year, and I feel like we can win some games. So we're going to send to the trade deadline, the mid-season. You know what I mean. Week 8, we're going to send to that, and we're going to see what happens. Will this be the year of the Fins, baby? Let's find out. 9 versus the Jets. We are 5-2. They are 3-4. We are on the road, though, at MetLife. This is going to be a tough game. We've won our last, 3 or 4 games. I don't know if we're going to win this game. And no, we did not win this game. We lost this game, which kind of sucks, but it's okay. We drop a 1-score game. Now we bounce back versus a bad Panthers team. We should win this game, but please don't tell me anyone important. Nijak Harbor is hurt, which Nijak, that sucks. That definitely sucks, but it is what it is. We'll be okay. And Dylan Raiola, 314, 3 tuds. That's a pretty good performance. I'm surprised we lost with that, if we're being honest with you. But we definitely have some ground to make up. You know, it's okay to drop those games, man. It is okay. We just got to pick up. Let's keep playing our brand of football. We'll get to see him again, and we got to win this week. We cannot afford to lose the Panthers here. 2-6. On the road, I know, but we should beat this team. We're the better football team by a mile here. Come on, beat the Panthers here, and let's get the W's rolling. Let's get the W's flowing here. Stop taking so long, Madden. Come on, let me see. Win the game. Win the game, baby. That is huge. There we go. We are 6-3 now. Here we go. This is a big game for us. Can we steal a game on the road at Arrowhead and win the game? That is huge, guys. That is actually so huge for us. We win the game, and that's what I like to see, man. That's exactly what I like to see from the boys here. We got to upgrade players, but this is also another big game. We're sitting at 8-6, going on the road again to Tampa Bay. But can we pull out another W, guys? And we win the game again! Wow. Here we go, fellas. The biggest game of the season right here. Can we stay alive in this heated AFC playoff race? Or will we drop out right here and win the game? We win another game. We have caught fire towards the end of the year. We are sitting at 10-6. But where does that put us in the playoff race? Number 8. This is a must-win, guys. This is actually a must-win, I'm pretty sure. If we lose this game, we are going to miss out on the playoffs. But, I mean, you just got to send it, man. We're just going to simulate it, and hopefully we can get lucky and one of the teams in front of us can lose. Because, as you guys see, there's a lot of 10-6 teams right here. What are the Jets' record? Did the Jets officially clinch our division? Is that what happened? And no, they did not. So the Jets lose. We could actually win our division and host a playoff game, which is crazy. We got to win, of course, but there's a lot that can happen here. As you guys see here, a lot of teams are 10-6. So unfortunately, it is what it is. We're gonna have to claw it out the mud here, guys. This is gonna be very interesting, but can we do it? We should have the tiebreaker over the Chargers. I do not understand that whatsoever, but here we go. Here's to nothing. Can we make the playoffs for the first time this rebuild? Will it happen in year 6, man? This has took us forever, but will it happen here? And will this be the year we make the playoffs? Come on, game. Come on, EA Sports. Come on. Do we win the game? Can we win the game? We win the game, and come on. Let me see a playoff matchup. We play in the Cincinnati Bengals, and we are the better team. Wow. We win the game, and that's what I like to see. Dylan Raiola is up to 93 overall. We win out pretty much to make the playoffs, and that is huge, guys. The game started off very fast here, but they respond quickly, and the defense needs our help, and we are losing right now at not half yet, but we are losing, and we do miss the field goal, and they are going to be up 21-7, and this is not very good for us whatsoever. It looks like we are getting blown out of the water in this playoff game. We started out very strong, but it just looks like it's not the year. I mean, thought we had the team to win it all, but it's not happening, man. It's not happening. That is definitely very sad, because now we have a ton, and I mean a ton of players we have to re-sign here if we want any chance of keeping the squad that we had together. So we are going to have to make some cuts. We're going to have to do some hard decisions this offseason, but I mean, we make the playoffs at least. We have a winning record for the first time. Stuff's starting to go our way. Stuff is starting to go our way now, but hopefully with the playoff loss, we'll get more experience. But that was definitely a tough loss to take. You know, we had a 11-6 record, and we just went out sad in the playoffs. Definitely unfortunate, but we got to make some big-time plays here in the offseason, boys. We're making tough decisions, and I feel like this, I know, will suck, but we're going to release Puny, man, and that is definitely a tough one. But we have $44 million, I think, in cap, or we should have about $25 million, right? If I'm correct, $25 million to re-sign Chad Stewart. And there we go. We re-sign him. He's our long-term guy. Deontay Banks is another guy I'd like to keep. There we go. We keep Deontay Banks, but we lose out on Puny, and that sucks. And Riley Dawson, I mean, Lenore's 30, so I'm okay with letting him walk. Dawson, I don't know if we have the money for. We really don't have money for any of these guys right here. Eli Stowers, no. Bradley Durant, I would like to keep. DJ Glaze for some insurance. Lance Vargas, I don't care for. Trent Pugh, I don't care for. So if we're being honest with you, if we're being honest with ourselves, guys, we have, re-signed most of these guys that I was worried about re-signing. Obviously, these 3 are going to hurt because we are not going to fork up. I don't think we're going to fork up $29 million here to Dawson, unfortunately. And I think that Lenore is a good player, but 30 years old, I just don't see it happening. Bradley Duran would be interesting, but we don't have the money, and I just can't keep releasing people and restructuring everybody. So it looks like that we're just going to take our L with that, man. We're picking 22nd in this draft, which I'm actually pretty happy with. We should be able to get a quality player at 22 that hopefully can help us get over this hump here. You know what I mean? So when you look at this, we are going to have to hit home. Obviously, we're not going to go with this quarterback because he definitely sucks if teams are passing up on him. Even though his combine numbers are good, his stats look pretty good. But, I mean, if we're being honest with ourselves, we don't need quarterback. We need... Look at our needs here. Our top team needs, we need defensive tackle, and we need cornerbacks, Sams, Wills, all those. So, I mean, when you look at it, we got to go with, I feel like, a cornerback here after we lost out on Lenore, right? So we should look at cornerback, but there's no cornerbacks that are really not in the reach range, if we're being honest with ourselves. So that's great. So no positional need here. I mean, Eric Herrera would fit in perfect. I mean, we need to draft someone. He has tested great. The numbers look great. He looks awesome. We are going to go with the left guard here. Replace Allen, the guy we just lost. And number 4, and we got him at 22. We hit a home run of a draft pick here, and that is huge for us, guys. We need all the home runs we can get on the offensive line, especially when you lose out on Pugh. We are going to need to, replace a lot of players. So he's a guy that could be a potential day 1 starter for us. So that is crazy to think about. And now this is the time we add some cornerbacks to the draft. We should be in the range to take some cornerbacks here, right? Nope, 99. So we missed out on the cornerback window. What about the will and the G's? So all the positions of need really are just not here whatsoever. So I feel like this is a good spot to trade down. I feel like we could trade down here, try and get a 2nd round pick next year, and call it that. Just call it that. 2032. Yep. I'm okay with this. I'm definitely okay with this. And I am going to sim, and I'll talk to you guys at the recap. Here's the draft recap, guys. We hit a bunch, and I mean, we hit homers like Barry Bonds in his prime on the roids. Eric Herrera in the 1st round was a gem. 81 overall, guys. The rest of the draft was definitely very, very iffy, but got the guy we needed, and that is going to be huge for us, guys. When you look at this roster, we definitely have some holes that we have to fill, losing out on some guys. Obviously, we have a bunch of young guys, that we brought back, and we lost out on so many players. We're not going to have to cut too many players. The nice part about, having all those guys that did leave is we're not going to have to cut too many people. We have a bunch of players here that should fit in the role nice. Harbor will probably be traded, if I'm being honest with you. If the season is not going how we want to, Harbor will probably be gone. Moses is still a very good player. McCain, I didn't even think to restructure or trade Patrick Paul, man. Jeez, that was a very bad mistake by me. Lindebaum, we still have him. We still have Stewart here, and then at right tackle, who will be playing right tackle? Patrick Paul. If I'm being honest with you, I'd rather have what's his name? I'd rather have Eric Herrera just start, dude. Day 1, screw it. Might as well have Herrera start at right tackle, bro. Right, he's too good to sit on the bench. Chop Robinson is up to an 84. Right edge, obviously it's going to end up being Byron Young right there. So we'll be. Defensive line room has definitely thinned out over the years. I don't know why, but Kenneth Grant's hurt. That's great. That's great. That's great. That's great. But Kenneth Grant's hurt. Dorian Williams, who will play the Sam? He's been here forever. Mike will be Jamal Bragg, this 3rd-year guy. And then will be Lenny Tatum, our 2nd-round pick from last year. Will Johnson will lead our cornerback room. Even though we lost to Nord, we're still okay at cornerback. And free safety, obviously our secondary is very strong with Downs and Woodyard. Very happy with the Downs pick. And then kicker, punter. Jason Sanders is going to have to punt for us this year. We're that broke. But it's all right. We still have a pretty solid team. 88 overall offense, 92 overall defense. This is going to be the year. Here we go, guys. Post-trade deadline, this is the team that we came up with. As you guys see here, I acquired a shutdown cornerback. I got Honeycutt at the linebacker room. Our team is very good, all right? Team is very good. It's just a depth thing for us. Receiving-wise, we are good. Offensive line-wise, we are good. This should be the team. This should be the team that we do it with. This really should be the team that we do it with, guys. But this is the last year of the rebuild. We're going for broke. If this doesn't work, I'm done, and we're just going to have to go into another rebuild because I've completely obliterated this team's draft capital and contract situation. But I feel like we have a good enough team to make that push, man, and we should do it this season. And this is it. It's do or die. I've taken long enough. I believe in us to get the Super Bowl. Let's sim. I'm going to sim to about week 14, 15, check back up. If anything crazy, I'll talk to you guys about that. But we are just going to keep simming, man. Here we go, guys. Week 14, we are sitting at the number 9 seed. We're the outside looking in, but as you guys see, another razor close race. I mean, if we're being honest with you, this is a very, very tough division and conference and whatnot. It's going to come down to the wire. We lost the division series to the Bills, so the Bills have the tiebreaker over us. So if we tie with them, they will make it. We won't make it. So we have to win a game past them if we want to take the division. We have not took the division, I think, all series long. But can we do it here? And what do we do against the Broncos? It looks like we will take an L by 7 points. And that definitely does hurt because that's a game you want to win, man. You don't want to fall to 7-6 here. We're sitting at 500 about with a couple games left. And what are the Bills at? The Bills are at 8-5, and we are on the outside looking in. This is our all-in year, guys. So we got to make the damn playoffs, and our offense has been one of the worst in the NFL. That is ridiculous, guys. That is ridiculous. I know we've had some injuries, and we lose again. So we are now sitting at 7-7. We get blown out. We're playing the 1-13 Jets. This is a must-win game, guys. We cannot afford to lose to a 1-13 team here, and this is it. If we lose, I consider ourselves pretty much eliminated, if we're being honest with you. I mean, look at that. I mean, the way it's looking, we are going to have to win out almost, guys. With 3 games left, it looks like we're going to have to get to that 10-win mark and hope that some of these teams, and look, Jeremiah Smith's hurt, so that's great when you have your best player out. I mean, geez, man, what could have gone worse? And Jeremiah Smith's out probably for the first playoff game if we even make the playoffs, so this is definitely not good for us, guys, but we've always had receiver depth. I mean, we've always had it with Harbor, with Worthy, with Wicks, so hopefully this can come up huge for us. And come on, show us the W here. Show us the W. We take down the Jets by 20 points, and that is huge, guys. That is huge for us. We moved to, what, 8-6 now, or 8-7? So now we are sitting at a pretty solid mark here, and now here we go, guys. The Bills are now, we're tied with the Bills here, and we can go from a swing of 10th seed to the 4th seed, but it's going to take crazy. Will Johnson's hurt. That's great. Knee cartilage tear. That is just, I'm just so happy everybody's hurt, right, guys? That is just so great to see. And, I mean, actually, Jeremiah Smith is back, but those injuries are just going to kill us, guys. These are crucial players. Those are some of our best players at each position not playing this week against a must-win game and a must-win opponent here, and we win! We win by 8 points, and oh my gosh, guys, 9-7 now, and we are in first place, guys, for our division. If we win this game, we have to win this game to make the playoffs, guys. As you guys see, look at the wildcard race, 10-6. This is a must-win game. We have to win here. If we lose, we are probably eliminated from the playoffs. The Bills are not going to lose 2 games in a row here. This is a must-win game, guys, to make the playoffs here and give us some sort of life here. And Xavier Worthy is out. Bragg is out. That is just, that's tough. It's been 30 years since we've won a playoff game. Today isn't even a playoff game, but to win one, you got to get there. Do or die. Do or die. What are you made of, baby? 60 minutes of Smash Mouth football! Here we go, guys. The boy has the puffer on. We're hyping up the squad, and we need to cook here. We're playing the Titans on the road. I'm not jumping into the game. Like, I'm not playing it. We're just going to simulate it, and hopefully we can win here. And red zone alert. 3rd down. Come on, get the ball in the end zone. Just take the 3, I guess. Take the 3, and big 3rd down. Get them off the field. Man, I don't like this, guys. I really do not like this. I really do not like this. I really don't like what's going on here. We need to get the ball in the end zone. We have this high-power offense for a reason here. And come on, get the ball in the end zone. We did get the ball in the end zone, but come on, our defense needs to get a stop. Game-winning drive, all the marbles. Here we go. What is our team made of right here? 3rd down, 4th down. Can Raiola do it? And oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. End of the game drive. What are we made of? What are we made of? We win the game! We win the game! We win the game! Oh my gosh, we win the game! We win it and we advance to the playoffs, baby! That is huge! That is huge! I thought we were cooked, but we make a heck of a run towards the end, man, and let's go. Let's go. We punch our ticket to the playoffs, and that is huge, guys. That was a victory that we'll be talking about. I mean, that victory was really just awesome, guys. That was a must-win game. We came out, clutched it up towards the end, and that was close. That was really, really close. But luckily, we were able to do that, man. And let's go. Who are we playing? We're playing the Bengals. We're trying to get revenge for last year. It's kind of like the same scenario. We're the better team, but we're at home this time. We won the division for the first time in forever. Jeez. We should win this game. We should win this game, but You never know with Madden. I really hope we do. I feel like I can't even watch another game. I just have to sim and jump into it, bro. And I just got to jump it. We're going to jump it, man. We're going to jump past this to the divisional round. Can this be the win that we have been searching for? The first playoff win in 30 years. Can we do it? And we win! We win! We win a playoff game, and now we're playing the Houston Texans at home, though. That is a huge one, and we blow out the Bengals. Jeez. Hopefully we can keep it rolling, man. But 4 injuries is definitely gonna hurt us. Oh my gosh, I'm kind of scared to go check that, because think about this. This could be Jeremiah Smith, Dylan Raiola, and I mean, geez, this is a majority of our big high impact players. I mean, Adam McNeil, Moses, Silvers, Harbor, Chop. Like, we could be cooked if I'm being completely honest, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't do it again. I feel like with all the injuries, I don't even want to watch the game. We're just, I mean, we win. I wouldn't be mad if we lost. We have so many injuries, and we win! We're 1 game away from the Super Bowl. The Miami Dolphins, but we had to play the Jacksonville Jaguars. We're the better team. We are at home, so that is very interesting. How are we at home, may I ask? That is something I want to find out, because aren't they like the highest seed in the thingy? Wouldn't that like kind of like be like the, wouldn't that kind of be like the thing? Aren't they the highest seed? And wow, they fell. They fell a lot, and they didn't win their division. Wow. So in reality, we actually ended up, wait, how did we host the Texans? I'm confused about that. But I'm not going to complain. Shoot, I'm not going to complain at all. I mean, we're hosting them, so we got to win. Here we go, guys. Moment of the truth. I'm on the edge of the seat. We're just going to advance. We're not going to simulate and watch. I can't do it. The only game we can play in is the Super Bowl, so I hope that we can play in it. But moment of truth. We win! We win! We win! We're going to the Super Bowl. We are going to the Super Bowl. And now, who will we play in the... We're going to play the Eagles. Wow. We are going to play the Eagles. Who else is injured? 8-Chain. This is literally... Like, guys, look how many key players we are losing for the Super Bowl. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, whoever our trainer is needs to be fired. Jeez, this is bad. So we're going to have a lot of guys step up this week, because this is going to be the biggest game of the rebuild, obviously. It's the last one of the rebuild, because if we lose, we're done. We are done if we lose. But here goes nothing, guys. We can play the moments here. We are the better team. Neutral site, no home field advantage. For all the marbles. First moment, we're already up 7-0, and we can take a 14-0 lead here in the Super Bowl. Hopefully we can get this, guys. This is going to be huge, though. And we are going to start the drive with Tank Bigsby, guys. Remember, Devon 8-Chain is hurt, which kind of sucks. He's like the only... Him and Chop, I think, are like some of the only remaining players on this roster from the actual, like, Dolphins. So, you know, definitely does suck. But, you just gotta roll with it. You gotta roll with it here. And we have Jeremiah Smith. He is there. I want to hit Jeremiah Smith here. I feel like no one can guard him, and we're just gonna throw it to him, and that was almost really, really bad. And now we're looking at a 3rd and long here. I'm gonna run this mesh spot. I love this with the running man. Larson could have him burnt here, but you also have Smith in that nice little slot spot that you can hit him with. But we also see A there, and we just got killed, or that would have been a big play for us. And now we're just gonna take our 3 here. And oh, is it the same? Okay, I can make this. I can make this. Right down the middle. Jason Sanders. I forgot about him. Jason Sanders is on our roster, but we are up 10-0 in the Super Bowl. Dominating this game right now. Even though, actually, never mind. I jinxed it. I definitely jinxed it, guys. Holy. Because now the Eagles are fighting very, very strong. We were a quarter away from the Super Bowl, up by a bunch. And now we are in a dogfight. We're going to have to scrape and claw to win this. And they're going to go to an RPO here. And we are going to bring him down, but he's going to get down to the 2-yard line here. Dom Ingram will pick that up, and we got to go goal line here. Or I don't know if we should really go goal line, but I feel like like this formation, the split formation, is very good for us. And yeah, this will do. This will definitely do for us, guys. If they run it, we can go right up the middle of Brown. And that could be false start. That could be huge. False start. That is huge for us, guys, because now they are going to have to start 2nd and 10, I think, if I'm correct. So that is really, really big for us, guys, because now we are in a spot to make a big time stop here. And they're going to roll it out to the flats. No, he's not going to get in. He is going to be down at the 1. What a stop for the Dolphins here. But now we have to stop them once again. We have to go goal line here. Our best versus your best. Run down the middle. I got to pinch. Stopped him. We stopped him. 4th down here. They are going to go for it here, and they are going to spread us out. Oh, man, this is tough. This is really tough because I feel like we got to go with what has kind of worked for us. We're going to go to the split look, and we are going to blitz. We are going to blitz here, and if they beat us on the engage 8, they beat us. But, oh, no, this is really bad. I'm going to call a timeout here. I'm going to call a timeout. I don't want to give them a free touchdown. I didn't realize how bad that engage 8 look was, but I feel like maybe nickel mug could be the play here, actually. If we're being honest, nickel mug could be the play here. Run this nickel blitz here, confuse them. They're not going to run the ball here. They are going to throw it. We have to get a stop here. We have to get pressure. This is the biggest play of the game. Can we get a stop here on 4th down? And I was there. I read it. I read it. I read it. No, 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 no. And here we go. Here we go. And now we're punting, bro. Come on. This is rough. This is really, really rough. This is tough. I'm not good at defense, and I don't really want to punt. I thought I was going to get a chance to lead a game-winning drive. Not this. Not this. Luckily, we have a big boot there for us. And hopefully we can cover well, and we can tackle him. There we go, baby. That is a beautiful special teams play by us. This is a big point in this game. We went and acquired defensive talent, but can our defense help out our offense with all the injuries? Will we be able to get pressure on this Eagles team, and will we be able to stop them? They will go to Devonta Smith, who is still there, and they will pick up a few yards there, but I'm not actually mad about that. I'm not mad about that. You know, they didn't kill us there. They picked up about, 4 or 5 yards. It is what it is. They are killing us with the RPOs, though. The RPO scored that touchdown, but we are going to use Honeycutt here. And, I read it again, man. I just keep reading it so well. And now, it is now a 3rd and 1 here. What will they do to pick this up? They are going to go, and we are going to have to pinch. I'm not going to be able to pinch in time. Ah, man, that sucks because I knew exactly what they were going to do, too. Oh, they're short! They are short. Wow. We actually get the stop here, and we are going to give our offense a chance to win the Super Bowl with a game-winning drive. Dylan Raiola gets his chance to be Mahomes here, but can he do it? What is he made of? What is the cloth that he is cut from? We're going to find out. We have Jeremiah Smith, 2 timeouts, and a 2 minutes. 2 minutes here. And we are going to return this with Caldwell. Can we get set up with a good field position? We are going to cut back here, and we are going to get down to the 30-yard line. Pretty solid field position here. We need to get to about I would say about the 30-something yard line to, really get into a realistic chance of winning this ball game. With the pressure of the situation, obviously they're going to ice us. They have timeouts. So I would say about the 37-yard line would give us a realistic look of winning this ball game, winning the Super Bowl here. And I am just going to go to Smith here. And Smith is going to have nobody. No one is in front of Smith. And Smith is going to pick up a big chunk play on the mesh concept. That is huge. And now we have nothing but time here, guys. We have nothing but time. We're at the 48-yard line. We are actually going to run the ball here. They're not expecting us. And I forgot how good the Eagles are in the trenches, but they are actually going to stuff us there. And this is where we go to chew clock, guys. This is where we go to chew clock here. We are still going to play for the, getting as close as possible, but might as well drain the clock as much as possible. Don't give them any time here. And we are going to look to Worthy over the middle here. Actually, I'm going to go the running back. We are going to go the running back here. What does he have here? Larson gets so close, but I don't know if that's enough. I do not know if that is nearly enough for Jason Sanders. We are going to have we have how many more plays left? We have 3rd and 3 here. Here we go. Here we flip and go, guys. This is how far we've came. We've came so far, but can we do this? Can we do this? And actually, I'm not going to lie to you. We are going to run this down to about 20 seconds, right? We're going to run this down to about 20 seconds here. Or I would say about 15 seconds. 15 seconds, and then we are going to call a timeout because I have a number of reasons here. First of all, we didn't want to do that with chew clock. Anyway, 15 seconds here. And also, if you get stopped here, it's not the end of the world, and you can potentially kick a bomb of a field goal to, try and win this game. So they are playing prevent, which actually should give us a free chance at this, this pickup here, which actually will be huge. And I'm just going to go to Smith here. We are just going to go to Smith here, and Smith is going to get into field goal range. We are in a very good spot. We are going to go down to about 2 seconds on the clock. 2 seconds on the clock here, and we are set up for a 50-yard field goal to win the Super Bowl and complete this rebuild right here. 50 yards for the longtime Dolphin Jason Sanders. They are going to ice it, though. This is going to be a tough kick to win the Super Bowl. This is the biggest kick of our life here, but can we do it? And I think it's time. Strap it up, coach. Put me in. I'm ready. I am ready, coach. Come on, coach. Come on. Oh, I messed it up. I'm cooked. Coach, I'm iced. I'm so iced. I'm so iced. I'm so iced, coach. I'm so iced. Doesn't have enough. Doesn't have enough. It has enough. We win the Super Bowl. We win the Super Bowl. Let's go. Let's go. We win the Super Bowl. We do it. I've never seen it. We do it. We complete it. We get the ring. We get the ring. We have the ring. Put the ring on the finger. And we do it. We hit the field goal. The walk-off. Oh my gosh, we do it and we complete this long rebuild. All the injuries, all the adversity in our last season of it, we complete it on a miracle field goal. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. There's Goodell, there's Raiola, and there's the boys. Look at your boy up there looking swole, man. We're in the tank to the bowl. That's how you do it. And I'm just going to film the outro right now, guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you watched it this far, I appreciate the heck out of you guys. It means the absolute world to me. Sorry I've been on a little hiatus. I've kind of been, busy, a little stressed out, and also a little burnout, man. Being honest with you, I'm a little burnout. Trying to create, good videos, trying to get better and better. So it's tough sometimes. There's stuff that I make videos and I just don't like them. It's tough, very judgmental. But I'm trying to get better at this, guys. I appreciate you guys. Y'all support means the world to me. Thank you guys so much. If you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe. Help the boy out. It means the absolute world to me. But appreciate you guys and hope to see you guys in the next one. Also, make sure to go check out my new sports show, Sports for Casuals. Appreciate that, guys. Go click the subscribe button. Help me at 100 subscribers on that. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next one. It's your boy Ace, I'm out. Peace.